Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Techno Education Academy. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the working principle of front engine rear wheel drive. Okay, in rear wheel drive, we can transmit the power by two methods. The first, you can transfer the power directly to the rear axle if your engine is mounted backside. In another way, here you can see that your engine is mounted front side and you need to transfer the power to the rear axle. So at that time we need some mechanism. Okay, we need propeller shaft and universal joint. So we can transfer the power to the rear axle at any angle by using universal joint and propeller shaft. So in this video lecture we will discuss about the basic components of the front engine rear wheel drive. So the first component is engine. What is engine? So engine means it is a heat engine or a device, okay, in which combustion will be take place. It will produce the heat energy by the combustion of petrol and diesel, and this heat energy it is converted into mechanical energy. It is called heat engine, and we have already discussed in previous lecture. Okay, we can classify the heat engine, IC engine and EC engine. So IC engine means internal combustion engine and EC engine means external combustion engine. Okay, so external combustion engine we can consider the example of boiler. Okay, it is used in thermal power plant or any power plant to produce the electricity. So this engine, it is a prime mover. It will produce the power by the combustion of fuel, and it is converted into heat energy, and this heat energy it is converted into mechanical energy. Okay, it is called engine. So this engine it is connected with the flywheel. What is the function of flywheel? So flywheel means, okay, it will control the fluctuation as well as, okay, whatever the power it is produced in the combustion chamber, it is stored in the flywheel and it is utilized in the another stroke. Okay, we have already discussed in the working principle of IC engine. If you want to clear your fundamental, then you can visit my playlist of IC engine. In IC engine, all videos are available related with the internal combustion engine. You can watch it. Okay. So this flywheel means it is a energy storage device, and this energy it is utilized in the remaining stroke, compression and exhaust. Then after, it is connected with the clutch, and the function of the clutch is to engage and disengage the driving shaft from the driven shaft. It means that whenever you operate the clutch, at that time you can feel free, your driving wheels become free because there is no any connection with the driving wheels and engine whenever you operate the clutch. So this clutch it will engage and disengage the driving shaft from the driven shaft, because for the smooth engagement and disengagement of the gears, okay, whenever we shift the gear, so at that time it will reduce the jerk between the two gears by operating the clutch. So it is smoothly engaged. Okay, this is the need of clutch, to engage and disengage the driving shaft from the driven shaft. Okay, then after transmission, or we can say gearbox. Okay, in automobile we are using different types of gearbox, manual gearbox, semi-automatic, automatic. For example, in Activa, okay, there is no need to shift the gear from first to second because it is an automatic transmission system. So nowadays in automobile, CVT, continuous variable transmission system, okay, this type of gearbox is available. So the function of the gearbox, okay, it will reduce the speed and increase the speed, okay, whenever it is required, or it is also change the torque. Okay, for example, in first gear, okay, at that time there is a slow speed of the vehicle, so at that time the torque is higher, because we know that the equation of the power, brake power equal to 2 pi nt upon 60. So here 2 pi divided by 60, it is a constant term, so the variable is n and t. So in a gearbox, whenever the speed is slow, okay, so at that time the torque is more, and whenever the speed is high, the torque is less. Okay, so the function of the gearbox, it will provide the different leverage, okay, to the driving wheels as per the requirement, and it will also, we can say, it will change the speed, increase and reduction of the speed. Then after, propeller shaft. What is the function of propeller shaft? Okay, whenever your engine is mounted front side and we need to transfer the power to the rear axle, Okay, so at that time we are using propeller shaft. Okay, you can observe in the truck, okay, on the bottom side, okay, one shaft is rotated. Okay, so it is a propeller shaft. It will transmit the power from the front engine to the rear axle. So in a truck, your engine is mounted front side and it will transfer the power to the differential. Okay, this is a differential. What is the need of differential? The function of the differential is, so for example, whenever your vehicle takes a turn, so at that time the radius of inner and the outer, it is different. Okay, so it will maintain the speed of the vehicle, so it will run smoothly. This is the function of differential. The second function of the differential, it will transmit the power from the front engine to the rear axle. So here you can see that the shaft, propeller shaft and the differential shaft, means it is a rear axle. Okay, it is at perpendicular. Okay, so here we are using bevel gears. Okay, here you can see that it is the assembly of bevel gear and it will transmit the power at 90 degree. This is the need of differential. And here we are using differential oil. Okay, so it will reduce the friction, okay, in the assembly of the gears. It is called differential oil. Okay, so why we are using universal joint, you can easily understand. Okay, your engine is mounted at a different elevation and whenever any shock it will be arrived between the road and tire surfaces. So at that time this propeller shaft through the universal joint, it can easily transmit the power, okay, at any angle. Okay, so this is the need of universal joint in propeller shaft. Okay, so your engine is mounted front side, so there is a direct contact with the air, so it can easily reject the heat to the atmosphere. So this is the advantages of the front engine rear wheel drive. Okay, whenever your engine is mounted front side and it will transmit the power to the rear axle, so at that time your front side steering, it will also become smooth, because whenever we transmit the power to the front axle, okay, so your steering mechanism is also connected with the front axle, so at that time the steering mechanism, it will become complex. But the disadvantage of the front engine rear wheel drive, here the cost of the system, it will be increases, because here you can see that here the propeller shaft, universal joint, the component, it will be increases, so maintenance is also increases, the system, it will become bulky. And whenever you transfer the power from the front engine to the rear axle, so at that time one casing tunnel is also required, okay, for the propeller shaft, and it will reduce the cabin spacing, passenger spacing, because it needs some space, okay, to transmit the power. So these are the disadvantages of the front engine rear wheel drive. So I hope this information, it will be helpful to you. If you would like to watch this type of more technical videos, then please subscribe our channel and also share with your friends.